Hi betting experts, on Saturday the 8th of June we've got 7 cracking races on ITV on Saturday. The best of the action from Beverley, where it's their big race meeting of the year, and at Haydock, a really good mixture of group races and some tough handicaps. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap, sponsored by Bet365. This goes in the 3:35 at Haydock. The John of Gaunt Stakes, a Class 1 Group 3 over 7 furlongs, and this looks the perfect fit for Witch Hunter from the Richard Hannon yard. Now this useful performer is one of those horses, he tends to fall into a sort of twilight zone where he's too highly rated for those top heritage handicaps on a Saturday. He's not good enough to win Group 1s and Group 2s, so this Group 3 does look the perfect fit for him. It's a marked drop down in class, and I thought he was extremely eye-catching when third behind the very enterprisingly ridden Audience in the Lockinge at Newbury last month. If you watch that run back, he was soon well out of his ground, but ran on very strongly late to take a never dangerous third. Now obviously that was over a mile. He's down to 7 furlongs here on quickening ground, so Sean Levy's going to have to be aware of that and be much more positive. But I think Witch Hunter will be hitting the line very strongly, and hopefully he can pick these rivals off. Our betting expert value angle selection, sponsored by Bet365, goes in the 2:05. It's the Hilary Needler, a cracking 2-year-old contest over 5 furlongs for fillies here, and I think Brazilian Belle is a very interesting runner for the Michael Dodd's yard, and you might get a pretty decent price as well, because Catterick form tends to be overlooked, especially at this level. But if you watch that latest win back, it was just her second career start, and she got smashed out the stalls really, and then forced to race wide, pulling and not settling. But she picked up really strongly to storm clear inside the final furlong. Now that came on ground with a bit of cut in it, but I think she'll be just as effective over this much stiffer 5 furlongs. An uphill finish at Beverley, the complexion can often change late, and I think Brazilian Belle has got plenty of scope to keep on improving. If she drops the bridle and settles, she should be running on really strongly up the hill under Paul Mulrennan. The remaining 5 races on ITV on Saturday, we'll do them in time order. Over to Haydock for the 150, the Achilles Stakes, a listed contest over 5 furlongs. Well, again, the ground's dried up at Haydock. It's on the faster side of good now, and I think that's ideal for George Bowie's filly Believing. Now, she was well below form 41 days ago at Shartin, but her win was at a useful level on really quick ground before that, and I think she's liable to be primed for this prize. The yard going particularly well at the moment. Staying at Haydock for the 2:25, a handicap over 1 mile forward. I like Magluck here, who I thought was very much a handicapper to follow when winning readily at Goodwood in May. He did not handle the track, I didn't think, last time at Redcar. Plenty of horses don't. He was disappointing there, but I think he can resume his progress here. Over to Beverley for the 2:40, the 2-year-old Trophy, a Class 2 over 5 furlongs. Well, this is some of the best performers in the north so far in the 2-year-old division gathering. It's a difficult race, but I think Moving Force of Richard Fahey is the one to side. But Richard Fahey, I think, has had an incredible week. I think Tuesday he had 5 winners. He didn't have any runners the next day, and then he had 4 on Thursday. They were all absolutely flying, and Moving Force created a deep impression when making a winning debut at this tricky course and distance last time out. This is a jumping grade, but I think he can pick these off late under Oisin Orr. Over to Haydock for the 3 o'clock. The Leicester Piggott Filly Stakes, a Group 3, Class 1, used to be known as the Pinnacle. Well, I think Lady Boba is a filly to follow this season for Rafe Beckett. Is a yard hitting form. I think this Group 3 prize looks an excellent bit of placing. She seems sure to be primed first time out, and she's got a smart turn of foot, so the quickening ground over 1 mile 4 should be ideal. And finally, back to Beverley for a really tricky 7.5 furlong handicap at 3:15. Well, Broken Spear comes from a pretty unfashionable yard, Tony Coyle, but he's basically been running himself fit from a falling mark this season. I think the stiff 7 furlong trip on fast ground would be his optimum, and he must go close with any luck in running. Best of luck with all 7 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts.